We have plenty of trash talk from Dallas tonight. Racine native Caron Butler plays for the Mavericks, big Packers fan. While on the opposite side, his boss, owner Mark Cuban of the Mavericks, yeah, he's a Pittsburgh native. So cue it up. It's Caron versus Cuban. Caron had first say, so Mark, you get next up. Who's going to win this Super Bowl and why?
Steelers. They got a better team. Need I say more? Hey, Krug, before you say anything, who writes your checks?
No, that's spoken like a true Pittsburgh native right there.
Exactly. Hey, all you Pittsburgh fans, Steelers is going to take it. We're going to whip up on that Packer cheeseheads.
Caron, rebuttal time. Pretend like he doesn't sign that check. What do you got to say?
The aerial assault that we're going to give him is going to be second to none. A-Rod's going to be off the chain.
Now, I'm hearing from him and from others that you're going to have to wear a cheese head when this is all said and done.
Someone's sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. I'll have my Big Ben jersey on. I'll be good. I'll have my Palomalo hair on. I'll have my terrible towel on. I'll be styling. Y'all have cheese on your head.
Thank you for doing that. Is there any part of you that fears the Packers?
I don't fear the Packers. No. Hey, the only thing, the Bucks beat us twice, so that's like the only thing Milwaukee gets, right? That's the only thing Milwaukee gets.
Go Pax! Oh, you got to figure it out. Just remember that Cuban guy is worth about $1 billion. Well, Aaron Rodgers has some pointed words for his injured teammates, Jesse Garcia in Green Bay.
You've probably heard the story by now. 15 guys on injured reserve, some of them not very happy about originally being left out of the team photo. Although that issue has been resolved, Aaron Rodgers didn't directly address the photo flap, but he did have some interesting comments about the IR guys.
I'll say this. I was on IR back in 2006. And I chose to stick around and finish out the season with my guys and be here every game. Some of those guys didn't. So, you know, we love them, we care about them, we don't wish injury on anybody, but, you know, this is a group of guys that's really come together, and it's been great to work with, you know, the guys we brought in mid-season, some of them, and the young guys. Now, some of the guys who were injured, you know, they still are part of this team, but, you know, some of them didn't choose to stick around.
Asked how many championships he's won in his life, Rodgers laughed. He mentioned AAU, the Insight Bowl, and the best one, the Butte Community Bank Bowl, back when he was in junior college. At Lambeau Field, Jesse Garcia, today's TMJ4. Back to you.
Thanks, Jesse. Hoops time. The Bucks had a little star power. Aaron Rodgers, Ryan Braun at the game tonight. Andrew Bogut, spin and bucket. He had 17. The Bucks beat the Nets 91-81. Marquette earlier at the BC with a big win over top 10 Syracuse. Jay Crowder with a big shot early. Later, Jimmy Butler would have hit a big three. Marquette over Syracuse 76-70. Not so good for Wisconsin. They had a tougher road at Penn State. John Lure and the Badgers led by 9 at the half, but Penn State came back to win the final 56-52, pulling the upset. That's a look at sports this evening. We'll come back with Hot Shots in just a minute. And welcome back to Cowboy Stadium. And Jesse Garcia, whether it's Desmond Howard running back a kickoff for a touchdown, or Max McGee catching the ball behind him, or Joe Namath wagging his fingers in one of the biggest upsets ever, somebody could really make their mark here tomorrow on the big stage.
Sure, it is history. This is an iconic American event, not just a sporting event, but an event in general. And you can bet players have some jitters tonight.
Me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little antsy. You know, with all this build-up, you know, with the media, you know, it's only making me more ready and making me want to get out there.
You know, we know that we're representing, you know, the Packers, the whole nation, and we're representing our families and friends, and you know, our hometown. So we definitely want to go out there and put our best foot forward.
We have some bad injury news tonight. Linebacker Eric Walden could not go through the walkthrough today, so Frank Zombo could be starting for the first time in more than 6 weeks. But the good news, Donald Driver, who has a home right here in suburban Dallas, his quad injury looks better, so he will play tomorrow.
And you know, protecting Aaron Rodgers is going to be so important tomorrow. And left tackle Chad Clifton will be trying to keep 4-time Pro Bowl linebacker James Harrison away from his quarterback.
Well, James, he's an intense player, and I think that's really his strength. He comes in each and every game really looking to impose his will on people and to dominate the offense. So, yeah, my work's going to be cut out for me, no doubt. He's a great football player.
They're a very good front. They're an aggressive front. They get after the quarterback very well, and we need to be able to give Aaron as much time he needs. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Obviously, Aaron has the ability to move around the pocket. Everyone knows that, but we just need to be able to give him as much time as he could possibly need and make sure he stays upright.
You know, the helicopters are buzzing around again. I mean, this just has that big game, big event atmosphere.
Well, and how big is it? We've talked about celebrities all week long. Actor Stephen Baldwin of the Baldwin Brothers, I bumped into him today. He's very religious, so I asked him, is he more religious than a Packer fan? In our part of the world, in Milwaukee, a lot of people think God is a Packer fan. So are you a Packer fan? Are you picking him?
I'm for whatever team God's for, son. Did I just weasel around that one or what?
That's a good political statement.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he's a little lesser known than his brothers, but he definitely has acting skills to wiggle his way out of that one, Jesse.
Yeah, that was pretty good. All right, Lance, thanks very much. And now we're going to head over to Rod Burks outside the NFL Experience. And Rod, you caught up with fans and some former players today.
And yes, I did. We are here at the NFL Experience right in front of this beautiful video board, and there's still a few fans out, just can't get enough getting ready for Super Bowl 45 tomorrow. And of course, Packer fans were out in droves today at a Packer bar today, and they were out with their Go Chant Go pants. We can go ahead and roll to the video. There's William Henderson cheering everybody on. Lots of former Packers in the house today signing autographs. But a really cool story is this girl from Milwaukee. Now, she had Super Bowl tickets to come down here, but she didn't know how to get down here because her plane flight got canceled, and so she ended up driving down with a bunch of friends, and her story is unbelievable.
We got in the car, we drove. Thursday, we left at about 2. We got stuck, and they don't know how to plow in Oklahoma. I must say that. They do not plow in Oklahoma. The roads were treacherous. There were semis like passing us, and it was turning into one lane. I thought I was going to lose my life. Then we stopped in Tulsa, and they did not clean up anything. It started snowing again. We left Tulsa yesterday at 1 o'clock. We got into Dallas at about 9:30.
How many hours did you spend in your car, and why?
26, I believe, with a 9-year-old. And he did awesome. My son is great. And I don't know, for the Packers, of course.
Packer fans will do anything to support their team. She will be at Super Bowl 45, and it's great to see them all today having fun, getting ready for Super Bowl 45. Coming up next, after the break, we will have Hot Shots. Folks, I'll see you back here.
And here we go, Sam Shields, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Confetti's falling, everything's happening, you're a world champion.
Oh, man, you know, this is what we've been waiting on, you know, and we finally came and we won it. You know, it's happy to bring the trophy back to Green Bay.
Now, you got the hat backwards, so you got to flip it around and show your world champion pride. What's on that hat?
It's too big. That's why I got it sideways back.
But it does say what? What does it say on there?
Super Bowl champions, man.
How does that feel? Undrafted, rookie free agent, you come in here and you win a world championship in your first year.
It feels good, man. You know, it's something I always dreamed of. It's a blessing. It's a dream come true also. And like since I was little, I always wanted to be in this game and winning it, and it happened.
What was it like to touch that trophy and see everything happening after the game?
Oh, man, I can't explain it. You know, it's just everything was going on in my head. I didn't know what to do. You know, I was going this way, that way. Everything was going on. But, hey, we did it, and I'm loving it.
The other thing is you guys had to hang on for dear life. Woodson goes down. You have a shoulder injury. Drivers in a walking boat on the sideline. How did you guys have the perseverance to say, we're not going to let this one slip away?
Oh, man, it's just, you know, we've been going through it all season. You know, guys going down and guys stepping up. And that's what we needed, guys stepping up.
It's only fitting that injuries, somehow, some way, you had to overcome them to win a title.
Got to. You got to overcome them. You know, that's part of football. The guys go down, guys got to come up.
What's your favorite part of this? I mean, was it just your perseverance as well? I mean, you were out for a while, and you came back in. What in your mind said, I got to get back in there to help my teammates?
Just, you know, just watching. You know, and that's a guy on the sideline just watching and not being in. it don't feel good, you know, and then your team, you know, need help. You know, I just had to, you know, forget the shoulder. I'm going back out there.
Do you have to pinch yourself?
Oh yeah, I pinched myself like 3 or 4 times. You know, I pinched myself this morning. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I'm here. But you know, I'm thanking God for the whole experience. You know, just getting this experience as a rookie, and you know, I've been thankful.
Look in that camera. Let it loose, Sam. You're a world champion. Tell Milwaukee what you are.
Oh, yeah, we're a world champion. Super Bowl, baby. 45.
Sam, thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
Sam Shields joining us live right here inside of Cowboy Stadium. We'll have plenty more reaction to come, but obviously, as you can tell, the confetti has fallen, and everybody is ecstatic in here as fans are chanting, "Go Pack, go." There are a number of people all over the place. People obviously taking pictures. And that's Nick Collins over there as well. We're going to try to get his attention as he poses for pictures in his family. Hey, Nick, live. You got time? You got time in a minute? All right. He's got one other interview lined up, so it's kind of obviously riding live here, so we'll get him in just a little bit. But obviously, everyone's soaking in the moment with their families, absolutely enjoying every moment of this. The 4th Lombardi Trophy to come back home to Green Bay, and the 13th NFL championship for the Green Bay Packers, more than any other team in a very exciting game. Guys, back to you in the studio.
You know, Lance, what's really great to see at these moments is the families of the players, the children, just holding on to their fathers at these magic moments, and there they are, and they're enjoying this moment.
Yeah, you said it, Charles. I mean, look at Nick Collins' kids. I mean, they might even be too young to remember all of this, and Dad can show it to them, you know, in years to come in a video and stuff like that. They're just running around, and look at that. They're enjoying it. They're loving life right now.
That is just
I think
precious.
He probably thinks that. I think he thinks that's the end zone, and he's
That's how
scoring a
Nick
touchdown
Collins.
like Daddy.
That's what Collins did. He jumped in the end zone. He's being just like Dad.
He's pretending like he's Dad right there. I mean, those are the moments that you will remember for the rest of your life. And if you're Nick Collins, obviously he's waiting to do an interview, I believe, with ESPN. But, you know, obviously those are the moments that you're always going to cherish with your kids and your family, and you can show. And obviously, yeah, it's one of those things where you can just remember it forever.
But Lance,
and we're back live at Cowboy Stadium with NFL Hall of Famer Steve Young. And Steve, you were one of the guys, you and Kurt Warner, that helped Aaron Rodgers. What did you tell him? Now that the game's over, you could probably divulge all the details.
Well, I mean, you know, Aaron did all the hard work, and it is hard work. And, you know, we've been through a very similar situation that human nature makes you want to find a lot of exits. It makes you want to blame a lot of people and play the victim. Aaron has chosen to not do it for one day and to actually turn it on its head and find all the good reasons why it's a great opportunity, and then speak to it every day, no matter how hard it is, and then go play great football. I mean, these are things that are very, very difficult. The degree of difficulty of what Aaron has just done is high.
And you went through that. And you went through that, replacing Joe Montana. You replaced Brett Favre.
And I think that you know, it's a special feeling for me tonight, to be honest with you, to see what he did. I'm inspired by it, and you know, he's a great football player. I saw that even a couple years ago. I said earlier this year, this is going to be the second time there's going to be back-to-back Hall of Fame football players at quarterback for the same franchise, and I really do. I mean, I'm going to look kind of goofy today saying that because everyone's like, "Oh, of course," but I sense that he's on that trajectory. He's handling things that way. He's going to be relentlessly a perfectionist. And he's like I told him a few weeks ago, the hard part's over as far as dealing with this, and now it's really over, and now he can just go make his own way.
Well, and you told me, Steve, that this kind of reminds you of the '92 Cowboys when they beat you, that people thought, well, where did they come from? And all of a sudden now the Packers are on the scene.
You listen to these guys when I interview them, you talk to Nick, you talk to AJ, you talk to Woodson, you get guys that the locker room is like none other than this league. I mean, you might say Patriots, Colts, there's a couple locker rooms like this. These kids are young, they're mature, they're already champions. I mean, there's no reason this team can't be really good for a long time. And Ted Thompson deserves all the credit. He architected it. He made sure he got the right personalities in there. He did it like Bill Walsh would do it. I don't mean to, I mean, that's just because I know it. That's how he did it.
Right.
And, you know, I'm a Packer fan right now. I mean, they did it like the 40. I mean, I feel so affiliated in so many ways with what the Packers did tonight. I'm very grateful to be a part of it tonight.
Well, Steve, I know you have your family here, so thank you for taking a little bit of time with us and share that knowledge.
Yeah, go Pack tonight. It's great.
All right, Steve Young, a Hall of Famer, saying go Pack. How about that? We'll be back with more in just one moment from Cowboy Stadium.